Have you ever stopped to think about how everything around you, from the stars in the sky to the thoughts that arise in your mind, can be connected by a single universal truth? Imagine for a moment that the solid world you know is not really solid, but a constant dance of vibrational energy. Ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians and Hindus, already talked about these vibrations, while modern science, with quantum physics, is beginning to unravel the secrets that these civilizations only intuited. But what do these findings have in common? And how do they directly impact your life, your mind, and even the emotions you feel? In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the fascinating law of vibration, connecting ancestral knowledge with the most astonishing scientific advances. Get ready to discover how your own energy influences the universe, how thoughts shape realities, and why understanding this law can be the secret to transforming your life. Imagine for a moment that everything around you, the blue sky above, the towering mountains in the distance, the trees beside you, and even the firm ground beneath your feet, is not truly still. Although the human senses say otherwise, what we see as static is actually part of a constant flow of energy. It is a concept that transcends physics, entering the realms of spirituality, philosophy, and even art. This notion invites us to rethink what it means to exist in a living, dynamic, and vibrant universe. Since ancient times, humans have been searching for answers to the mysteries of the cosmos. Older cultures watched the starry sky, intrigued by the movement of the stars and planets, and drew parallels between these celestial cycles and everyday life. These patterns, while complex, were seen as evidence of a greater force that ruled the universe. For the Egyptians, this constant movement was the manifestation of the god Ra sailing through the heavens. To the Hindus, it was the rhythm of the primordial sound Om, reverberating through every particle of the cosmos. The idea that everything is in motion was popularized in Western philosophy by Heraclitus, who believed that flow was the essence of all existence. He argued that just as a river is never the same because its waters are always flowing, so the universe is in constant transformation. This vision, which seemed revolutionary in its day, found an echo in many other cultures and spiritual traditions. However, what the ancients intuited only by observation or meditation, modern science now confirms with precise tools and methods. Quantum physics shows us that even what seems solid, a stone, a table, even the human body itself, is made up of particles that vibrate incessantly. These particles move at unimaginable speeds, forming what we call physical reality. Even galaxies, these gigantic groupings of stars, are in perpetual motion, traveling through the universe at staggering speeds. Most intriguing, however, is the connection between this universal movement and our personal existence. Every cell in the human body, every thought and emotion, vibrates at specific frequencies. This means that, in essence, we are connected to this universal flow. When we feel joy, love, or peace, our vibration rises, bringing us closer to the most harmonious frequencies of the cosmos. On the other hand, emotions such as anger and fear create denser vibrations, disconnecting us from this greater energy. Thus, the law of vibration is not just a physical principle, it is also a spiritual and philosophical truth. It reminds us that we are part of something much bigger, something that cannot be completely explained by science or logic. We are active participants in a universe that is alive and moving, and it is this connection that gives meaning to our existence. Understanding the universal movement is, therefore, more than an intellectual exercise. It is a call to realize that, although small in relation to the vastness of the cosmos, we are deeply interconnected with it. Every breath, every heartbeat echoes this truth. Thus, when we look at the stars or the waves of the sea, we can remember that we are part of this eternal dance, a reflection of the universe itself in motion. At the heart of the mysteries of the law of vibration is a name that has crossed centuries, mixing myth and history: Hermes Trismegistus. Known as the thrice great, Hermes is revered as the father of Hermeticism, an esoteric tradition that seeks to decipher the principles that govern the cosmos. But who was he? And why do his ideas remain so relevant in a world shaped by modern science? Hermes Trismegistus is a figure shrouded in mystery. Some believe he was a real person, a sage from ancient Egypt, whose wisdom transcended time. Others consider him a mythical figure, a combination of the Egyptian god Thoth and the Greek god Hermes. Regardless of his true identity, his legacy is immense. The texts attributed to Hermes, such as the Emerald Tablet and the Kabbalion, are considered pillars of esoteric knowledge, teaching that the universe is governed by immutable laws. Among these laws, the third in the law of vibration occupies a central place. Hermes stated that nothing stands still, everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle not only explained the nature of the universe, but also revealed how matter, energy, and mind are interconnected. He saw vibration as the bridge between the physical and the spiritual, the visible and the invisible. Through this understanding, it was believed that it was possible to ascend to higher states of consciousness and even influence the reality around us. But Hermes' teachings are not limited to abstract theories. They invite practice and transformation. In Hermeticism, vibration is not just a concept to be understood, but a tool for spiritual evolution. Hermes taught that by raising our vibrations through positive thinking, meditation, and connecting with the divine, we could align ourselves with the cosmic forces that govern creation. This vibrational elevation was seen as the path to attaining enlightenment, a union with the whole. The influence of Hermes Trismegistus transcended his time. During the Renaissance, his ideas gained new life, inspiring figures such as Giordano Bruno and Paracelsus. These thinkers saw in Hermeticism a synthesis between science, art, and spirituality, a worldview that integrated reason and intuition. Even today, many of the Hermetic concepts find an echo in quantum physics and modern psychology, suggesting that Hermes was ahead of his time. But what makes Hermes so fascinating is his ability to connect the microcosm to the macrocosm. He taught that what happens in our thoughts and emotions directly reflects what happens in the universe. This idea, summed up in the Hermetic principle, as in, so out, suggests that we are creators of our own reality. When we understand and apply the law of vibration, we become aware of our role as co-creators of the world. The journey to unravel the secrets of Hermes Trismegistus is also a journey to understand ourselves. His teachings remind us that we are more than physical bodies. We are vibrational beings connected to a universe in constant movement. Thus, by delving into his writings and principles, we not only explore the mysteries of the cosmos, but also discover the infinite potential within us. The understanding of the law of vibration, which began as an esoteric teaching transmitted by sages such as Hermes Trismegistus, has found in modern science a powerful ally. Although the ancients did not have access to the scientific technologies and theories we have today, their intuitive insights into the universe continue to be validated by contemporary discoveries. This bridge between the past and the present reveals how the truth of vibration is universal and timeless. Ancient texts, such as those of Hermeticism, describe the universe as a web of energy in constant motion. This idea may have seemed mystical for centuries, but we now know that it is rooted in scientific reality. With the advent of quantum physics, it was discovered that matter, once considered solid and static, is actually composed of subatomic particles that vibrate incessantly. Everything from a mountain to the smallest grain of sand is energy in motion. This discovery was revolutionary and changed our understanding of the universe. Albert Einstein, with his famous equation, demonstrated that matter and energy are two sides of the same coin. This means that what we perceive as solid is actually a manifestation of vibrational energy at a very low frequency. Einstein himself even stated that everything in the universe is energy, echoing Hermetic teachings. Modern physics has also introduced the concept of quantum fields, which describe how particles interact at subatomic levels. These fields, which vibrate at specific frequencies, are the basis of all existence. When we look at an object, we are actually perceiving the vibrational frequency of that combination of particles. This scientific view complements the Hermetic idea that vibration is the essence of all creation. But it's not just scientists who recognize the importance of vibration. Philosophers and spiritualists also see it as a bridge between the physical and the metaphysical. In Hinduism, for example, the sound is considered the primordial vibration that gave rise to the cosmos. This idea resonates with quantum physics, which suggests that energy is the foundation of everything that exists. By connecting the ancient teachings of Hermes with modern science, we can see how the law of vibration transcends cultural and temporal barriers. It invites us to perceive the universe not as a collection of separate objects, but as a unified web of energy in constant motion. This understanding allows us to explore our role in this vibrational system and how our actions and intentions can shape reality. The law of vibration, therefore, is not just a scientific or philosophical curiosity. It is a practical truth that influences everything around us. From scientific discoveries to spiritual practices, it shows us that vibration is the universal language that connects the visible to the invisible, the ancient to the modern, and the physical to the spiritual. To understand the law of vibration, it is essential to first explore what vibration really means. This word, which conjures up images of movement and energy, carries a meaning that transcends scientific definitions and delves into the realms of the philosophical and spiritual. Vibration is energy in action, a state of constant motion that permeates everything that exists, visible or invisible. From subatomic particles to the most distant galaxies, everything vibrates at specific frequencies that determine their characteristics and their interaction with the surrounding universe. At the most basic level, vibration is the oscillation of particles around an equilibrium position. Imagine a guitar string. When played, it vibrates at a specific frequency, creating a sound. In a similar way, every atom in the universe is in incessant motion, producing a kind of note in the cosmic symphony. This vibration is the essence of matter, transforming what seems solid into a dance of energy. But vibration is not a concept restricted to science. In spiritual traditions, it is often associated with emotional and mental states. When someone says they give off good vibes, they're referring to a positive feeling that seems to radiate from a person or situation. This, however, is not just a metaphor. Studies show that our thoughts and emotions have a measurable impact on the electromagnetic field our body emits. When we are happy, for example, our brain frequencies change, creating a more harmonic vibration. This concept is fascinating because it connects the microcosm to the macrocosm. Vibration is not only what happens at the subatomic level, but also at the human and universal level. When we meditate, we raise our mental vibrations. When we feel love or gratitude, those emotions resonate at higher frequencies. It's as if our emotions are songs that we play in the orchestra of the universe. Modern science confirms that these vibrations are not only poetic, but real. Quantum physics, for example, shows that subatomic particles are in constant motion, even in the so-called state of rest. These movements create specific frequencies that shape physical reality. When different vibrations interact, they form patterns that we perceive as forms and substances. This idea complements the Hermetic view that everything in the universe is vibrational energy. Vibration also explains the interconnected nature of the universe. Just as a stone thrown into a pond creates waves that spread across the entire surface, our actions and thoughts generate vibrations that influence the world around us. This means that every choice we make, every word we speak, carries a vibrational signature that resonates far beyond us. To understand vibration is, therefore, to understand the essence of life. It is not just a matter of science or spirituality, but of perception. When we recognize that everything is in motion, that nothing is static, we begin to perceive the world in a completely new way. We see the beauty in change, the power of connection, and the responsibility to create positive vibes in our lives and in the world. When we look at the world around us, we see solid, static, permanent objects. However, modern science teaches us that this perception is an illusion. At the quantum level, the universe is made up of subatomic particles that are in constant motion and vibration. These particles have no fixed form or definite location, but exist as waves of possibility, dancing in a vibrational field that forms the basis of all existence. This quantum world is a place of paradoxes. Werner Heisenberg, one of the founders of quantum mechanics, developed the uncertainty principle, which states that it is impossible to simultaneously determine the position and velocity of a particle. This means that at the most fundamental level, matter is not something solid, but a transient manifestation of vibrational energy. Here, vibration becomes the bridge between the visible and the invisible. What we perceive as matter is actually condensed energy, vibrating at extremely low frequencies. This understanding redefines our relationship with the physical world, showing that what we call reality is much more fluid and interconnected than we imagine. However, the most fascinating thing about the quantum level is how the observer's consciousness influences the particles. Experiments show that when a scientist observes a subatomic particle, that particle changes its behavior, as if it were responding to the presence of a conscious mind. This interaction between the observer and the observed suggests that reality is not just something we experience, but something we also create. In Hermeticism, this is described as the relationship between mentalism and vibration. Mind and matter are intertwined, vibrating in a cosmic dance that connects the physical to the metaphysical. This explains why our thoughts and intentions have the power to shape our experiences. When we vibrate at higher frequencies, through love, compassion, or gratitude, we align our energy with the creative forces of the universe. Quantum physics, therefore, not only validates Hermetic teachings, but expands on them. It shows us that the universe is a unified field of energy, where every particle, thought, and emotion is interconnected. This insight not only broadens our understanding of vibration, but also invites us to take an active role in creating reality. If quantum physics teaches us that vibration is the basis of everything, it also brings a surprising revelation. Reality is not fixed, but malleable. This malleability arises from an intriguing and even paradoxical factor: consciousness. When we observe the world, we are not only recording what is already there, but actively influencing what is created. The human mind in this context plays a fundamental role as a co-creator of reality. Imagine a simple science experiment. A subatomic particle is being observed in motion. Depending on the type of measurement made, this particle can behave as a wave or as a solid particle. This phenomenon, called wave-particle duality, suggests that the mere presence of a conscious observer affects the nature of physical reality. The double-slit experiment, widely known in physics, demonstrates this clearly. When a particle is not observed, it spreads out like a wave. However, when it is observed, it collapses into a single location. In the context of the law of vibration, this means that our thoughts and intentions, which are also forms of energy, have the power to alter the vibrations around us. In other words, the universe responds to what we think, feel, and believe. This idea is not just a metaphor, but a measurable principle. Research in the field of neuroscience shows that thoughts generate brainwave patterns, while emotions affect the electromagnetic field emitted by the heart. These vibrations, in turn, interact with the external vibrations, creating a constant dance between the inside and the outside. This interconnectedness is a powerful reaffirmation of the Hermetic principle, as in, so out. When we cultivate elevated thoughts and emotions, such as love, gratitude, and hope, we tune our vibrations to more harmonic frequencies, attracting experiences that resonate with that energy. On the other hand, negative thoughts, such as fear and anger, generate denser vibrations that create barriers to this attunement. Modern science, through institutes such as the HeartMath Institute, is beginning to validate these interactions. Studies show that the human heart generates an electromagnetic field that not only influences the body, but also interacts with the environment. This field vibrates according to the person's emotional state. When we are in harmony, this field is coherent and strong, radiating a positive vibration to everything around us. Understanding the role of consciousness in the creation of reality offers us a transformative tool. If thoughts and emotions shape the world around us, we can consciously choose the frequencies we want to emit. Through meditation, positive affirmations, and mindfulness practices, we can adjust our vibrations to align with the higher forces in the universe. Thus, consciousness is not just a passive observer, but an active participant in the great vibrational field that makes up the cosmos. If everything in the universe vibrates, it makes sense that our emotions and thoughts also emit specific frequencies. In fact, human beings are like vibrational antennas, constantly transmitting and receiving energy. But how do these frequencies affect our lives and the world around us? The answer lies in the way these vibrations interact with other energies, creating resonance or dissonance. Think of a melody played by an orchestra. When all the instruments are in tune, the music flows harmoniously, creating an enjoyable experience. However, if a single instrument is out of tune, the melody loses its beauty. In a similar way, our emotions and thoughts act as instruments in a vibrational symphony. Emotions such as love, joy, and compassion create high and harmonic vibrations, while feelings such as fear, anger, and sadness generate denser and more disharmonious frequencies. David Hawkins, a renowned psychologist, created a scale of levels of consciousness that measures the frequency of different emotional states. According to its scale, feelings such as shame and guilt vibrate at extremely low levels, while love and peace reach the higher frequencies. This discovery has profound implications, showing that by changing our emotional states, we can literally alter our vibrations and consequently, our reality. In addition, thoughts also play a crucial role. Neuroscientists have discovered that the human brain emits electromagnetic waves that vary according to mental state. For example, alpha waves are associated with relaxation and creativity, while beta waves occur during times of high concentration and stress. This means that our mental states not only affect our body, but also create a vibrational signature that interacts with the environment. These findings are not just theoretical. They have practical applications that we can use to improve our lives. When we cultivate positive thoughts and elevated emotions, we create an internal vibration that resonates with the higher frequencies of the universe. Not only does this improve our mental and physical health, but it also attracts experiences and people who are aligned with this energy. On the other hand, when we allow ourselves to be dominated by negative emotions, our vibrations become dense, creating barriers that make it difficult for us to align with higher energies. Fortunately, there are practices that can help us change this pattern. Meditation, mindful breathing, and even the practice of gratitude can quickly raise our vibrations, bringing us back to a state of harmony. The power of human frequencies reminds us that we are active creators in a vibrational universe. By consciously choosing our emotions and thoughts, we can align our energy with the higher forces in the cosmos, creating a more positive and harmonious reality for ourselves and those around us. In the vibrational universe, everything is interconnected, and one of the most fascinating concepts that explain this connection is that of resonance. Resonance is the phenomenon by which a vibration emitted by an object or being can influence and synchronize another vibration around it. It is as if the energy of a high frequency has the power to adjust others, creating harmony in a chaotic field. This concept, widely studied in science, has implications that go beyond physics, extending to human emotions and spirituality. Imagine a room full of pendulums that swing at different rhythms. At first, the movement seems disordered, but over time, a single dominant pendulum begins to pull the others, until they all move in perfect synchrony. This is a classic example of resonance. In the natural world, we find this same principle in several phenomena. Sound waves, for example, can cause a crystal cup to vibrate to the point of breaking it. This is because the frequency of the sound resonates with the natural frequency of the bowl. This principle applies to human beings as well. Our emotions and thoughts have vibrational frequencies that influence and are influenced by the energies around us. When we are in the presence of someone who emits high vibrations, such as love or joy, it is common to feel a lightness, as if our own frequencies were adjusted by that energy field. The opposite is also true. In environments of tension or negativity, our vibrations can be affected, decreasing our energy and well-being. In modern science, this resonance effect between humans is studied by institutes such as the HeartMath Institute. Research shows that the electromagnetic field generated by the heart is not only measurable, but powerful enough to affect others around you. When we are in a state of emotional coherence, where mind and heart are aligned, we emit a harmonic field that positively influences those around us. Furthermore, the concept of resonance has profound implications in the field of energy healing. Therapies such as Reiki, sound meditation, and even the practice of chanting mantras use specific frequencies to adjust disharmonious vibrations. Music, for example, is a powerful tool that demonstrates how different frequencies can impact our emotional state. Sounds at lower frequencies can induce calmness and introspection, while higher frequencies are associated with joy and vitality. The principle of resonance also teaches us that our vibrational choices have a much greater range than we realize. When we cultivate high-frequency thoughts and emotions, we not only raise our own vibration, but also create a positive impact on the environment and the people around us. This ripple effect, in which high vibrations pull denser frequencies upwards, is powerful proof of the human potential to influence the world in transformative ways. By understanding and applying the concept of resonance in our lives, we realize that aligning our vibrations with the higher frequencies of the universe is not only an act of self-care, but also a service to the world. The more we strive to vibrate in love, peace, and gratitude, the more we contribute to creating a harmonious and elevated collective reality. If the law of vibration teaches us that our frequencies shape reality, the next question is inevitable. How can we raise our vibrations in a practical way on a daily basis? Fortunately, there are many ways to adjust our energy to tune into higher frequencies, and all of them are within reach of our conscious actions and intentions. One of the most powerful and accessible practices is meditation. When we meditate, we create a state of mental calm that reduces the chaotic frequencies associated with stress and anxiety. Scientific studies show that meditation can shift brain waves to lower frequencies, such as alpha and theta waves, which are associated with states of deep relaxation and creativity. In addition, meditating regularly helps to cultivate elevated emotions like gratitude and compassion, which naturally raise our vibration. Another effective method is the use of mindful breathing. Techniques such as diaphragmatic breathing or pranayama help balance the nervous system and harmonize the body and mind. Breathing is a bridge between the physical and the energetic, allowing us to literally tune into our vibration with greater awareness. It only takes a few minutes of deep breathing to feel the positive effects of this practice. Connecting with nature is another powerful way to raise our vibration. Places like forests, beaches, and mountains have natural frequencies that help align our energy field. Walking barefoot on land, listening to the sound of the waves, or simply contemplating the beauty of the environment are simple and effective ways to harmonize our energies with those of nature. In addition, it is important to pay attention to what we consume. This includes not only food, but also the contents we choose to absorb. Fresh, natural foods have higher vibrations than processed foods, and our bodies respond to these differences. Similarly, consuming positive content, whether in the form of music, movies, or books, elevates our emotional and mental state. Practicing gratitude is perhaps one of the most transformative tools. When we give thanks, we shift our focus to what is positive in our lives, instantly raising our frequency. Making a daily habit of listing things we are grateful for can generate profound changes in our vibrational state. Finally, cultivating healthy relationships and surrounding yourself with people who share positive energy is essential. Interacting with loving and inspiring people helps us keep our vibrations high and encourages us to keep growing. With these daily practices, we can create a solid foundation for aligning our vibrations with the higher frequencies of the universe. This not only transforms our individual experience, but also empowers us to positively impact the world around us. Understanding the law of vibration not only offers us a key to personal transformation, but also puts us in front of a greater responsibility. How do our vibrations affect the world around us? If vibration is the essence of everything, and if our emotions and thoughts generate frequencies that impact reality, it means that we are, in a sense, co-creators of the collective world. But how can we use this awareness to contribute to a more harmonious and just planet? The answer lies in the way we choose to raise our own vibrations and how this reverberates in the collective. The concept of collective vibration is not new. Many philosophers and spiritual teachers have spoken about how the energy of a group or community can be influenced by the intentions and actions of its members. In the Hermetic tradition, for example, there is the idea that the universe is an interconnected network, where each part affects the whole. Thus, when an individual raises their vibration, they not only improve their own life, but also influence the people around them. This impact is not limited to immediate space. The frequencies emitted by one person can expand and affect their community, their city, and even the world. This idea of a collective vibrational field finds a parallel in quantum physics, where quantum entanglement demonstrates that particles can influence each other at a distance, regardless of how far apart they are. This suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected, and that the vibration of one being can affect other forms of energy at much deeper levels than the senses can perceive. In the social field, this translates into the understanding that our actions, attitudes, and thoughts are not isolated, but reverberate throughout the human network. In addition, movements for social and spiritual transformation throughout history demonstrate how a small group of people with high intentions can create waves of change that affect an entire society. Think of figures like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., or Mother Teresa, who vibrated in frequencies of love, compassion, and unity, and managed to mobilize millions of people for a greater cause. These leaders not only raised their own vibrations, but also helped to raise the collective vibrational field, bringing about profound changes in the collective consciousness of their times. In the spiritual and esoteric view, many believe that true global transformation begins with the individual. When we are able to raise our own vibrations, we become sources of light and inspiration for others. And like the resonance effect we mentioned earlier, the higher frequencies have the power to tune the denser energies, creating a positive impact. This phenomenon is often referred to as the spiritual domino effect, where a change in the individual can set off a chain reaction of collective transformation. There is also a practical aspect to all of this. On a societal level, acting with integrity, practicing compassion, and being an example of calm in times of chaos are all direct ways to raise the collective vibration. This doesn't mean that we should ignore the world's difficulties or live in a bubble of positivity, but rather that by keeping our own frequency high, we are more effective at dealing with challenges and positively influencing the situations around us. When we maintain an internal state of peace and balance, we are able to make decisions that are more aligned with the collective good, positively impacting our community and our environment. Practices such as collective meditation, for example, have shown surprising results in terms of reducing violence and increasing well-being. When a group of people comes together with the intention of raising their vibration through meditation or prayer, there is a palpable change in the collective environment. Studies show that periods of mass meditation can even reduce crime in a city, which reinforces the idea that collective intentions can create an energy field of peace. Vibrational elevation is also related to spiritual responsibility. In many spiritual traditions, the concept of being the change you want to see in the world is a fundamental guideline. This implies that by raising our own vibration, we are not only seeking a personal experience of well-being, but also contributing to the creation of a more harmonious, compassionate, and united world. As we vibrate at higher frequencies, we are naturally attuned to the deepest aspects of human nature: love, compassion, and universal connection. Finally, the understanding that we are part of a great vibrational network calls us to act with awareness. Every choice we make, whether in our relationships, in our work, or in our daily interactions, generates a wave that can positively affect the collective. By raising our personal vibrations, we contribute to the awakening of a new global consciousness, where peace, love, and unity are not just spiritual ideals, but lived realities. Now that you have understood the transformative power of the law of vibration, it is time to put this knowledge into practice. Remember, every thought, emotion, and action emits a frequency that shapes your reality and impacts the world around you. Raise your vibrations, connect with the highest energies in the universe, and transform your life from the inside out. If this content inspired you, share it with more people so they can also discover the impact of vibrations on their lives. Leave your comment below saying how you intend to use this knowledge on a daily basis. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Together, we can create a vibrational field of love, peace, and harmony, contributing to a more positive and connected world. The power is in your hands, or rather, in your energy. So let's vibrate loudly and make a difference.